1000. Just to be a part of it, for me, it's my air. It's what keeps me going. It's one of the toughest races in the world. 13 months ago, we decided to put this program together for Volkswagen, and come out here and display clean diesel technology in a Touareg for the Baja 1000. Baja 1000 is a place that I've been around my whole entire life, and it's a very special place for me. And this was a great challenge for us, a big challenge for us. Starting 13 months ago to this morning, coming across the finish line. To compete in this race is a privilege. To finish this race is absolutely astounding. I mean, it's got a very low finishing percentage.
There's 2% or 3% of us that do this as our job for a living, and the rest of the guys are out here on a hobby. I mean, this is their dream. It's their passion to finish the Baja 1000 for the first time, or finish it again, or whatever, and there's a reason for that. It's the reason these guys and women are spending every penny that they have to try to get to the finish line and to do the Baja 1000, because there's something really special about it. So I really empathize with that, and at some level, even though it is my profession, there's no difference from my level of passion and their level of passion. Volkswagen's had a powerful impact on SCORE over its lifetime as far as all the classes that are Volkswagen powered. So I think it was very natural when we started to talk to SCORE about all of the synergies and the things that we could do at the grassroots level for the SCORE racers who are in the 516 cars, the 11 cars. So there's lots of reasons that I think SCORE can be excited about the relationship with Volkswagen.
When I drove that thing from the hotel to the start line, people were going nuts, and cameras were out. People were stopping in traffic to take pictures of it. When we pulled into pre-grid, we just got bombarded with people, cameras and fans. They all wanted to get a look at what was going on with this new vehicle. It's a race-bred engine from Volkswagen. The engine comes from Germany. It comes to our workshop. Our mechanics put the engine in and take the engine out, but we can't even start it unless the German engineers are there present. The whole startup procedure takes about an hour, maybe an hour and change to get going. The engine has to be at a certain operating temperature before we can even hit the start button and get the thing fired up.
What's going on right now with this box that you see down here on the ground to your left is we're doing an engine coolant warm-up phase. So we have to bring the coolant up to 80 degrees Celsius in order to safely start the engine. You don't see any other team doing this with any warm-up process, and it was kind of a joke until they actually saw the engine start up, and then the whole race paddock that you see around you, there's at least 3 or 4 other race teams around. And once that diesel got fired up, everybody was very, very interested to see what was going on. The cockpit of the Volkswagen Trophy truck, and some of the unique features that you do see are an onboard Lawrence navigation system. The navigator we use to call out different checkpoints and things that they've pre-run and seen as obstacles and challenges along the route. You saw Sean there looking into the truck, setting up the onboard navigation system for the co-pilot, making sure that that's all running. Another unique feature is the paddle shifters on the steering wheel by X-Trax. The torque is so great on this engine that it would snap the drive shaft in half. V12 TDI diesel, and so they had to obviously incorporate a transfer case into the system. And the only way they really could feasibly do it and most effective was to have a multi-link which pushes the shaft out the front of the vehicle to the left to the transfer case, which is right by the driver, and then throw the drive shaft back to the rear of the car. This is the first time this really has been done, obviously with a very torquey engine as well.
You can go test and you can go test and you can go test, and for some reason the gremlins pop up when you go race. And it's a situation we weren't faced with in testing. Like I said, this program started 13 months ago, and we had 3 weeks solid of testing, and we felt comfortable coming here. We had just did our last test a week prior to the race, and everything went like clockwork. We validated the gearbox, the clutch systems, the engine, all the suspension components. Everything went fantastic. As soon as I started the race, the clutch had a real funny feel to it, and it caused me to stall it right off the start. We got going again, and then because of the clutch problems, we were having some shifting issues. There was one part of the course about mile 115 or so called La Rumorosa, and you go from 4,000 foot altitude to sea level in a matter of about 15-20 minutes, and it's down the road is as wide as the race vehicle, with just sheer drops 4,000 foot down. So the margin of error is very, very slim. So it's a part of the course where you have to pay attention and you have to be patient. It's not a place where you want to go try to catch a car. There's about 4 or 5 turns where you actually have to back up. You can't physically make the turn, otherwise you're going to go straight down. So you get the vehicle pointed in a direction where it gives you a little bit of room to hit reverse and then back up and then finally make the turn. I just got through the last of my 3-point turns, and the rest was going to be fine to get down. The gearbox let go, and I got neutral. And I was, fortunately, if there was one more turn left, I would have been completely screwed. But Lady Luck was on our side. God was looking after us, and we were able just to coast it all the way down to the bottom and coast it all the way to our chase guys, where they changed the gearbox out.
So many times in Baja, I mean, the things you remember are the special little booby traps, and it's just part of the Baja 1000 that things are going to happen on race day that are different than what you can expect. And down on the beach near Arandera, the farmer that owns a field that we go through, it's a big field, and the kids stay there when we're pre-running. We give them stickers and t-shirts and things like that from the local school, what have you. And on race day, he decided, for whatever reason, to make it more exciting, apparently, to flood the field. But on top of all of that, just as a special added bonus, fog had rolled in. So already our visors were up and you couldn't see, and it was really wet out. And then we're slogging through this field of mud that was probably 100 meters long, and water's pouring in the car. And you know, that was just like 100 miles to go in the race. So it's like, this is the last thing I want to be doing right now, is that.
But you know, we had a plan. If we were going to have issues, we had the right guys in place to make sure we were going to get the issues fixed in order to get the vehicle to the finish line. No, we came here to the Baja 1000, and we actually made history the last 2 days. We came here with clean diesel technology. It's never been accomplished in trophy truck before. It's been accomplished in SCORE in the smaller classes, but never at the premier level. And we were able to bring an unknown component to one of the toughest races in the world, and that was Volkswagen's clean diesel technology. And you know, it performed flawless.
And I believe in clean diesel, and I really believe in what we're doing. I think it's environmentally sound, and we're really on the cutting edge, and we're paving the way for new technology in off-road racing.
You are definitely going to see us back in 2009 and 2010 for sure. The goal, like I was saying before, for the 2008 Baja 1000, finish. We have to finish. 2009, the goal, win. Now it's time to go back to the drawing board in January, start more development, and get this vehicle ready to go win in 2009.